guys, it's me, Stanley. I just got off of the most nightmarish job interview I have ever had. The guys who offered me that job are not the terrible ones, I'm the bad one. I was terrible at that job interview. I hate that I'm like this, but what you gonna do? Anyway, since I'm feeling kind of crummy and I have been gone for many years, I decided to rant about the new Little Mermaid movie. Not about the fact that it exists, but the fact that people dislike it so much and trash on it. Like, guys, it's only a trailer. It just came out. I understand that Disney as a corporation sucks and keeps making remakes of old Disney animations or Disney animated films and just does them again, but it's live action, so they don't really need to come up with new stories. These remakes are obvious cash grabs. I mean, Disney has come out with new films, but they're animated, which isn't bad, but I don't see the point of doing remakes. It's just a cash cow. However, contrary to what a lot of people claim, not everyone hates on the new Little Mermaid film because of that. It's not Disney's corporate greed that everyone seems to have a problem with. People are now saying that this Little Mermaid remake is woke propaganda because Ariel is played by a black actress. And do I even have to explain why that's dumb and fucked up? Like, it's a fucked up thing to say. Apparently I do need to explain why. Because people don't seem to get it. The people saying that don't seem to get it. First of all, they're calling it ginger erasure because the original Ariel was a ginger. But actually no, the original Ariel was not a ginger, as the great Jenna Marbles once said.
First of all, honey, where are your freckles? It is genetically impossible for you to not have freckles and that color hair. Second of all, nobody is born with fire engine fucking red hair. That fucking came from a bottle, bitch. You are not fooling anybody.
Yeah, no ginger has fire engine red hair. And gingers have freckles. And also, the new Ariel has red hair as well, so that's not valid. It's not a valid argument. It's not ginger erasure, so stop it. And the forced diversity argument doesn't work. I don't know if people have made that, but they probably have, because they're calling it woke just because Ariel is played by a black actress. Forced diversity, like diversity on its own, doesn't really play into the plot, so I don't see how it's forced. You just decide to cast someone despite their race. I assume that's what... I mean, they probably did seek out a black actress. But so what? Even if Disney are doing this as a marketing strategy, so what? It is greedy, but it is, at the same time, it is contributing to normalizing using diverse characters. So I don't see what the issue is. Is it because Disney doesn't care? But like, then again, who does Disney care about? What does Disney care about except about making money? That's been prevalent with them, so... And now people care that Disney is making money? Like, where was all the hate when Pinocchio's trailer dropped, or the whole movie for that matter? Where's that? I haven't seen hate on Pinocchio. At the very least, I haven't seen hate about Pinocchio in the same scale as the Little Mermaid trailer. And people are saying that it's not about racism, and it kind of seems like it is, though. Like, why does this particular trailer garner that much hate, while all of the other ones that are even worse and are entire films, like, they didn't blow up the same way this did. You can't tell me that the fact that she's black doesn't play a part in this. Like, you just can't. Like, I don't get it. The actress is really pretty, too. Like, she does look like someone who could play the Little Mermaid. The only criticism that I think is valid on the whole trailer is that it's not as colorful. Like, the 3D renderings are not as colorful as the original because they're trying to make it more realistic. And I do believe that it's a live-action Disney film. It doesn't need to look realistic. It can be more saturated and have more colors and stuff. But, like, that's about it. I don't know what to criticize about that trailer. It's just footage of the sea, and then we see the Little Mermaid who sings. And she sings really good. So I don't, it doesn't deserve the hate. Or if it does deserve the hate for being a live-action remake, then I don't see the same energy for the numerous other Disney live-action remakes. Another argument that I have seen or heard or read, more like made, is that, well, how would people feel if Black Panther was whitewashed or race swapped? That's a little different because, oh god, I can't believe I'm gonna talk about racism on my channel. It's a little different because, well, historically, black people have rarely been cast as main characters. It's usually a white person. Yes, there are exceptions, but for the majority of media, it's been white people. So it's probably not really fun for a black person to see, like, a character who is also black and is a superhero, and someone just makes that character white, especially after the history of slavery that happened, and I'm just going to mention. People don't like talking about that. But yeah, historically, the implications of turning a black main character into a white main character, the historic implications are far worse than turning a white character into a black character. And saying they're exactly the same thing kind of ignores the history of prejudice against all types of races that aren't considered white. Yeah, it's probably pretty nice to ignore the history, but it's not productive, and it's not really honest to do so. And I think we should be honest with things like that. Another thing is that it's really not important for little Ariel, the mermaid who is small, to be white. Like, do you remember Once Upon a Time? There was Ariel there, and she was white, but also there was Ursula, who was a black woman there, and she kinda was both the evil witch and a prototype of Ariel, or she was based on both Ursula and the Little Mermaid. And she was black, and that was fine, but I guess it's because they had a white Ariel there, so nobody considered Ursula as a potential Ariel prototype type of character. But now with the Disney remake, it's suddenly an issue. I don't see the issue. I really don't. You can feel free to explain it to me in the comments below. I just don't see the issue. There's absolutely no negative consequences to the character being cast as a black woman. There's even more positives than negatives. I'm pretty sure that the only black Disney princess so far is Tiana, and she's pretty new, so doing more representation, I think it's not a bad idea. Now a little black girl can see the movie and be like, wow, Ariel, and she will identify with Ariel. Like, let her identify with Ariel. Also, the stories I have heard and read about little girls, little black girls, and how beauty standards basically made them feel ugly and worthless is extremely heartbreaking. Like, if your hair is super curly, it's bad, and your features should be super, white looking, and you should be blonde and fair-skinned. That's harmful, and I think that having Ariel be cast as a black woman, it's kind of combating that, the insane beauty standards. And it's helping little girls see that beauty lies in any race. But yeah, I'm gonna be hesitant when talking about race issues because I am white and I don't have that experience. I live in Bulgaria. First of all, it's a jungle here. Second of all, we don't really have a lot of black people. I mean, recent years we do with refugees, I believe. So the population has grown, but back in the day, I remember it was a rarity to see someone of a different race, except for the Roma or Romani. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. But oh boy, are Bulgarians prejudiced against them. So yeah, racism, it's everywhere. That's kind of a rant. I don't know the goal of this video. Was it to argue with people about this? I also think that Disney is making soulless live-action remakes of beloved films, but this trailer was not really bad. It wasn't bad, and it received so much hate, and it's so much more hate than any other live-action remake, and it's just a trailer. It's a short trailer. It doesn't reveal almost anything. The only thing it reveals is the casting for Ariel, and I find that troubling. I think people should know better, but they don't. So yeah, that's it from me now. I'm sorry I've been gone. I've been working on a video that I have recorded and have been deleting again and again because I never liked the final product. But yeah, I decided to make this one. Now, it's a short one. Anyway, that's it from me. Happy Halloween! It's not even October yet. Anyway, follow me on social media, read my comics, which I have not updated recently. Follow my social media if you want to see what I've been up to. Hint, I have been drawing stuff. And despite hating the interview I just did, I think I do have a shot at that job. Hopefully. I'm just really nervous at this point with job interviews. I'm an anxious person. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. Anyways, bye.